Hi everybody, Eddie here, video production specialist at Broadfield Distributing. As you can tell, and like I mentioned in the pre-show, I am not your usual host, Jim Bask. He's out playing hooky today and he made sure to have me, Nervous Eddie, up here doing the webinar for you. Today, we are reintroducing the Wowza ClearCaster 1080 video encoder. This video encoder is specifically designed to work with Facebook Live, but in conjunction with the Wowza streaming engine, which we will get to later on, you can stream to multiple CDNs as well. But the most important thing that everybody wants to know, what's the price? Clocking in at $2,995 for everything this video encoder can do at under $3,000. This has a place in just about anybody's live production workflow. And a special bundle offered now until June 30th. You get 1 year free of the Wowza Streaming Cloud. As you can see here, there's a little blurb about it. This is great text for your sales team and your customers about just the value that you will get. The Wowza Streaming Cloud clocks in at about $199 a month, $1,099 for the year, and that's what you will be getting free if you order the Wowza ClearCaster from now until June 30th, 2018. A great buy for everything the streaming engine can give you for free for an entire year. This is the push to get more of these units off of your shelves. So again, why is this so important? It goes to Facebook Live and it guarantees you the highest quality for your stream. And as everyone is going out to Facebook these days, that is the social media king among all other platforms. So if you have a customer going to Facebook and they might be having an issue with their stream dropping, this is the unit they want. Why? Because Facebook gives the Wowza ClearCaster priority over all other streams. And that's huge because Facebook streams, for whatever reason, have become less and less reliable. I would assume because everyone's streaming to Facebook almost 24/7. In fact, we've been told that Facebook has ordered ClearCasters to integrate into their studios. So if Facebook is using it, why aren't you? So we're going to now bring Matt Rossi in. He is the Business and Channel Development, that's probably not his actual title, but we have it in the lower third. So Matt, are you there, sir?
I am.
How are you today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, Eddie.
No, thanks for taking the time out of your busy day to join us. So, moving right along, let's talk about the simulcast that Wowza ClearCaster can bring in using the Wowza ClearCaster Manager.
Yeah, so this is brand new functionality that we just released during NEB this year. And, you know, a good way to think about ClearCaster in the workflow is a direct plugin to Facebook Live. So think of it as taking Facebook Live and putting it right on the edge where the content is being created. So even more than that, with simulcasting, we give the ability to not only push to Facebook Live, but push to Wowza Streaming Cloud. And what Wowza does best is play out anywhere and everywhere. So this gives you the capability to set up any number of streaming targets, whether they be to mobile or to web, if you have a hosted player on a website, or perhaps another CDN if you want to push to social and push through a CDN of your choice. You can do that through the simulcast capability that we've now built into every ClearCaster.
Yeah, and that's great, especially for live streamers now. Everyone's going to multiple CDNs, and to have that flexibility with something that's really designed just for Facebook, but to be able to use it with the streaming cloud is really great. So what makes this really special for professional productions?
Well, so a couple things. We got a lot of feedback before we built ClearCaster. We were asked by Facebook to partner with them to develop a purpose-built device to help attract professional-grade producers and broadcasters to put content on their platform. So a couple things we wanted to solve for. One is the form factor that you see there. It is rack-mounted. It's a 1RU device. And so it's built to be in a studio workflow or a studio environment, fixed environment. Done some things around how we push content to Facebook. one of the biggest pieces of feedback we got from folks is it's always an awkward start. You never know when you're actually going live, and so that fumbling at the beginning immediately starts to turn viewership off and portray yourself as a not a professional outfit, a common casual streamer, which there's plenty of that on social, but this is not intended to be that. So we give a frame accurate countdown clock. And if 3 seconds isn't enough in the UI, that can be customized for a longer countdown interval if you need your talent a little bit more time to get set before they start their presentation.
Yeah, and
The other thing that
you go, Matt. You're more important than me right now.
Well, the other thing I wanted to mention, and you already hit on this, was the 1080 HD playback. There is a lot of content that's being pushed to Facebook. ClearCaster is the only device that is whitelisted for 1080 playout. So that means that as long as HD content's being pushed into ClearCaster, it's guaranteed to play out on Facebook Live, and it's the only device out there that is that.
Yeah, and just as I was going to mention about the countdown timer, that's huge because, yeah, viewership, for whatever reason, I think the typical viewer tunes out after like 18 seconds or something like that. So getting your stream up and also in the highest quality possible is incredibly important nowadays. So one of the things I know that the ClearCaster really brings in is that reliability and that redundancy in streaming out to Facebook and also the other CDNs through the streaming engine. What can you tell us about that?
So there's two differentiating features that I'm going to point out with ClearCaster, and that is auto restart capability. So anybody who has struggled with Facebook live streaming before knows that if there's an interruption with the network or if there's a degradation in signal, that stream stops. And once that stream stops, it needs to be completely restarted. Not the case with ClearCaster. So ClearCaster will auto restart and wait until it reestablishes a connection through the API and will automatically resume where it left off. So from a user, from a producer perspective, or a talent giving a presentation, if an interruption happens in a network connection, which it always usually does, always at the wrong times, it seems to, all they need to do is wait for that connection to be reestablished, and then the broadcast will resume.
And
the other thing...
Don't let me cut you off.
Sorry, there's so much to talk about the ClearCaster, so I know when to stop. The other is auto reboot. So say there's a power outage or a power hit where the thing actually shuts down. When power is restored to the unit, it'll actually reboot, reconnect to the same Facebook account that it was connected to or paired with before, and then restart the stream if there's live broadcast or live content being transmitted to ClearCaster from a capture device. So auto reboot, auto restart are huge differentiating factors that, again, we built based on feedback that we got from folks that were struggling doing this in workflow environments today.
Yeah, and like I mentioned earlier, having this capability with Facebook, which is the premier site for any social media and live streaming productions, I mean, this is just puts this in a class on its own. And now I know that we have in the Wowza ClearCaster 1080 the integration with your live audience with live chat, emojis. Why is that so important for anyone that's interested in getting the ClearCaster into their live production?
The biggest benefit to broadcasting on social is the real-time engagement factor that you get with your audience. So the audience has the ability to react, to post comments, to even request content to be shared from the presenter. Putting that in the hands of the presenter is very, very powerful. So having the presenter in a real-time fashion be able to see what folks are commenting on, see how they're reacting, and adjust their presentation to match what the audience wants is huge. And so with Talent View, which is a ability to monitor not only the feed from the presenter, but also display the reactions, is a game changer. And we have now built in with the current version of software that's on board, the ability to customize the view that displays to the presenter. So if you don't want the comments to scroll on the big screen and distract, you can minimize that to the left. If you just want to see reactions fly across the screen, but don't want to see any of the comments, you can do that as well. If you want the comments to be right in the forefront on the big screen, of course, you can put that in the big section so that you can see and read the comments that are being given as the broadcast is happening.
Yeah, and that's huge, especially in our own productions where before streaming to Facebook, we'll always have somebody monitoring it, but we can see that we're maybe 2 or 3 minutes behind, so we'll get a comment on something that somebody's watching in their real time, but we already touched on that topic, and going back to it just kills your production, and anybody watching, after that, they're not interested anymore. They don't want to keep seeing somebody backtrack to try to keep up. So all these features in this just make it an incredibly desirable device for anybody. And at the price point, under $3,000 for this, I mean, who wouldn't want this as part of their live production workflow?
And Eddie, in that value comes 3 years of 24/7 phone support for the same price, and that's that's something that we've never offered with our software, but we're so confident in the ability for ClearCaster to do what it's intended to do, but then also recognition of the type of content that folks are going to be uh, uh, using ClearCaster for. It's live broadcast. So when they have an issue, right, they're trying to fire up this environment and they're in their pre-show and something is happening, we need to give them support at the moment that they're having trouble. So for that reason, we've offered that 24/7 phone support for all ClearCaster customers for 3 years at no additional charge.
And just to touch on that, bringing this into our network, we had to deal with your support team who worked tirelessly to help us, specifically Jason at Wowza Support. So Jason, thanks again. Our network, apparently, according to Jason, rivals that of Fox News. So to get the security clearance to bring this in and have all the ports open and all the other IT stuff that just goes over my head completely. Jason worked with our support guy, Sassy, in-house, and we got it up and going, and we love it. And having that support there, especially for the 3 years that you offer with it, is just tremendous. And if after that 3 years, if the Wowza ClearCaster is still running strong, re-up, because their support team is just absolutely fantastic. And I think that's all we got for you, Matt. Is there anything else that you'd like to let our dealers know about this great device?
No, other than we're here to help. So, Facebook is evolving and they're adding functionality all the time. And, Wowza is known as being an industry-leading video streaming software company, not a hardware company. So at the heart of ClearCaster is software. It's our software. The beauty of that is we push updates and make new functionality available as it becomes available on the Facebook API. So that is free upgrades that we do through a push. That is easily updatable at the unit or at the web UI that we provide for the unit. And so you're always ensured that you're getting the latest and greatest and keeping up with any new functionality that Facebook might develop and push in the future.
That's awesome. Well, Matt, thank you so much for taking the time to join us on our Broadfield Live webinar. We wish you all the best with the ClearCaster, and we have all the support behind you guys. So if there's any other new developments, please let us know so we can pass along the information. And other than that, enjoy the rest of your day.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Eddie.
Have a good one. So, getting back to the special offer with the Wowza ClearCaster, if you order one from now until June 30th, you get a free year of the Wowza streaming engine. That is a $1,999, basically a $2,000 value free, which almost equates to how much this device actually costs. And in just hearing Matt, you also get 3 years of their support, which I rave about. I will stand behind. They helped us so much in bringing this into our setup. And just like anybody else streaming to Facebook, it's incredibly important for us to be able to have that technology so that we can assist other customers in doing the same. So that's it. I made it. I think I did. I don't know. Grade me in YouTube on the comments, or email me with all of your comments and any sort of critiques on how I did on my first solo webinar. Our schedule coming up, May 31st, June specials, new products, bundles, and more. Every month we have great specials and new products, so this is just the beginning as 2018 continues to roll along, and I'm super excited for those deals. June 7th is, we have coverage of the NYPD FDNY football game, where the Sling Studio bundle we've been selling with the LiveView HDMI video encoder will be in work. I'm going there personally with our camera and just to get some background footage, and if I get enough interviews from the production company running the Sling Studio and the LiveView, hopefully we have enough to fill up the entire webinar. If not, they'll just throw me up here again with something else to sell you guys. But don't worry, we'll still have a great show. June 14th, we'll be reintroducing Glyph Storage Solutions. We ran into Glyph at NAB in Las Vegas, and they have a lot of exciting stuff coming up, so definitely want to check that out. And June 21st, we don't know. We'll let you guys know if there's anything specific that your sales team, or if you've had customers asking questions about a certain device, let us know. Maybe we'll make that the subject of the June 21st webinar. And that's all I got for you guys. I'm Eddie Blumenthal here. Again, I'm a video production specialist, so if you have any questions, you can call us 800-634-5178. Any of the Broadfield salespeople can help you out. It's Rich, Dan, John, Angel, and Jared, and you can even bug Jim if you want, because then he's going to come and yell at me about it, and it'll just be fun to do that. So please join us next Thursday, and every Thursday after that at 2 p.m. for another Broadfield Live webinar. We'll see you then. Take care. Broadfield Distributing is a value-added distributor of live production, streaming, video editing, and storage products. We only sell to resellers. We are always looking for new dealers, so call us at 800-634-5178 or email sales@broadfield.com. You'll like doing business with Broadfield because we make it easy to do business.